Hello again. Hello. So I've just received this package in the mail, and it is for the remainder of my Trudvang Legends pledge, which includes, I didn't get everything. I didn't go all in, but I got lots. I got the Lost Stories, Wildland Expansion, Plastic Banners, Mespelheim, and Plastic Runes. Okay, so let's have a look and see how it all turned out, because this one's been quite a long while in the making. So when did we pledge for this? Choop 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 choop. Oh, as always, very nicely packed, getting things from Cool Mini or Not, and this all comes through Atherworks in Australia. I like to keep those because if ever I pass one of my games along to another collector, these are really good, really good for packing. Plus, they're horrible styrofoam, so I do love to reuse them as much as possible so they're not just going straight in the bin. Alright, so it looks like I've got 3 boxes here. There's the Lost Stories, Mistlepalm, I'm not pronouncing that right, and Wildland. And some of these were Kickstarter extras, and some of them were actual things that I decided to go ahead and get. I think. And then, so I got the plastic runes. I always love the sort of to upgrade components if possible. Oh, those turned out really nice. We'll have a closer look in a minute. And these banners. Interesting. I don't remember even getting those. That might have been a freebie. Very cool. And there's the rest of the empty box. Let's put those back in there for future use. And now, let's have a look at some of these things. I guess we can start with this one, the Wildlands Expansion. Looks very cool. Comes with a whole range of characters. So I actually got the what do you call it? Base set for this game like a year ago, but there was a lot of delays in development in this game. It was very interesting. I think it was one of the last games that Eric Lane designed while he was still with Cool Mini or Not. I mean, he still works with them, but he's not, directly employed by them anymore. So he went back to freelance. But then after the game funded, they decided to take a lot of it back to the drawing board with the mechanics. It had some really ambitious mechanics for sort of being able to save the game. And so it had those ambitious mechanics, which I think they actually came up with some really cool things to be able to sort of have a resettable campaign style game, almost like a legacy game without actually having to make any permanent changes. And that is a very thick book, and this is sort of it's the, what would you call it, an adventure book, but as you do things in the game, this book gets referenced a lot. So it's kind of like I don't want to say choose your own adventure, but that's probably a good comparison. All right, so then we have the story cards. So these are events. So look, there's one giant troll. What happens there? It's got a 6 health, 2 damage, 0 shield. Take +2 axe or add that rune 1 to a tile with a word alley without any those things. Okay, I don't know what that means, but that's fine. And then there's some characters and their various cards. So each character that you play as has their own sort of upgrade tree. So they start out with a basic set of abilities, and as you progress through the game and achieve things, you're able to upgrade them and get new cards with new abilities that you can play, which is really very cool. Sort of like a much more controlled D&D, where it's less putting stuff in a on character sheets and more just sort of following what's been pre-made, but with quite a lot of options. So let's take a look at these minis. So we've got a bunch of these ones, which are, what is that? Oh, it's like some cool Hydra. That's very nice details. And then here's some, of course, I think that's that troll that we just saw. Yeah, it's the same guy. Hello. Big old dude with a sharp rock. And there's he's a huge troll-like creature. And don't forget this guy riding on a kind of a weird lion. Oh, his face got a bit, the detail went a bit fuzzy there, I think, on the lion's face. Let's see if the other one looks the same. Yeah, it's the same. The original renders of this had the lion with a lot more discernible detail. Ooh, there goes a motorcycle. Good on him. Alright, and these are the new characters, playable characters that come in this set. And they're all really cool. Look at this dude. He's thick. And here's what is that an elf? A rogue. Nice burlap stack of, what is that jacket? That's cool. Cloak, I mean. And then there's this dude. Look at him. He's got an axe and a sword. Always really, really nice miniatures in these Cool Mini or Not games. I could never complain about them. And, you know, if I was inclined to, I probably wouldn't buy these games. But I love them, so I'd keep spending more money, which is fine. I'll put that back in there. Alright, so that's the first set of expansion material. The Wildlands, very cool. And this, I believe that this was an unlocked extra. There we go. Alright, what's next? So we'll put that one over here. And let's have a look at Musoplime. I think this is the yeah. This is the one with the caves. That's very cool. It's been so long since this one came out. I forgot which ones I had gotten. I thought I had gotten a different one because there was like a foresty one with lots of dwarves. So this one kind of reminds me of like Lord of the Rings with the Mines of Moria, but you know, it's set in this Trudvang world, so it's Musoplime, which is not how that's pronounced, I'm 100% sure, but that's okay. By the way, the standard quality for boxes from CMON Games, as in to say pretty nice, not the best, but perfectly fine. You wouldn't want to leave this anywhere where there's moisture in the air because the cardboard will warp. Another thick book, another whatever that is, adventure sheet. Cool. Alright, and then this one actually comes with this cool game board, which is instead of going around the map, you're actually going down into the earth, so it's a big subterranean adventure. That's as cool as. I really like that. To move your characters and encounter all these rich cast of cave-dwelling creatures. Alright, there's our story cards. Which one's on the back? The Tertiary Ox. Oh my goodness. He looks tough. And an event. Okay, that's interesting. And what do we got here? More characters. We got Aldrich, who looks very much like that other wizard from Lord of the Rings, the one with all the animals. What was his name? Not Gandalf. Radagast? Oh, look at this guy. I love the way this artist does dwarves. He's really good at dwarves. They just look very cool with their big noses and weird faces and dwarfy bodies. Alright, and then let's have a look at the actual minis that came with this set. If I can. Get that tape off of there. There we go. Sorry about all the noise. I've been kicked outside. Alright, so this guy's got that ox thing is humongous. Look at this guy. Whoa. That's a very chunky monster. Look at him. Look at him compared to the heroes, the little gray guys. He's huge. Alright, and then we've got some sort of wraith-like creature. And we've got these little things. Oh, they're like bat monsters. Very cool. How well can you see it? Pretty well. Very cool. And what Cast of cave monsters is complete without an undead horse rider. Kind of looks like a llama with all of his neck meat missing. Oh, that's so cool though. If you can see the details, it's so like all these little skulls and this guy is, oh my god, that's so cool. We got two of them. All right, and then we got here is we got that Radagast looking wizard guy. Very cool. He's got his horn, he's got his stick, and we have this lady with her spear, doing a very dynamic, sassy pose. And what adventure party is complete without a guy with a, what is that? A clarinet? Very nice. And this guy is he's just your classic dwarf that works in the forges. He's got his hammer, he's got his tongs. Take that as you will. Look at this guy. I love these dwarves. It's so cool. Just stocky. Don't have to worry about that mini falling over on its side. All right. So that's that set. And I'm not going to go through all the cards now, but if you guys want me to, just put a message in the message box below. What do you call it? In the comments, say, hey, why don't you open up those cards and show them to us, and then I'll come back and do another video. Just because otherwise this will go on for like 30 minutes, which is too long for my camera's memory card. All right, last one. So this one is more of the Kickstarter extras, the Lost Stories. So these are like the traditional Kickstarter extras. During the Kickstarter, that Wildlands expansion was unlocked as a free expansion, and I believe that one will be available in retail. But this one is the traditional Cool Mini or Not, just a big box of extras that will not be generally available in retail. But of course, there's something you can usually get a hold of in the secondary market if you really want it. And it's got all the cool original pencil art from the artist, who is, I always forget the guy's name. Legends Expansion. It should be all over the place. I love it. And again, we got some more tokens that look like they're effects. Another very thick book. Wow. And one of these sheets. And look at this funny box. Oh my gosh. What's going on here? Alright. Pulled that out. This is like a pizza box. It's got the little windows on it, so that you can look at the cards. Now, okay. So, we've got heaps of new characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I count wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. More playable characters. There's one. There's another. Cool, what do you call that? A bard. A dwarf assassin. Look at this guy. Some sort of, that guy looks like a gladiator. Helgemar. Some sort of wildling. Waldkarl. And, oh, that's definitely an elf. It's got actual very dark skin. Valvoja. Another warrior woman. Can't get enough of those. And this one has this little box. Why's it got a little box? I don't know. Here's the story. There's all the extra story components in this set. And we got more characters. Ivor, an archer. Snorri. Not the same seven dwarves that I remember. Kettle. He looks like some kind of a magic user. Iona, another magic user. Dora, another bard. Oh, this is the one. She's got like a pet pig, I think. And Mel. Oh, that's cool. Mel is, I believe, the one that's based on the Kickstarter backer who was the most helpful and productive in the comments section of the Kickstarter. Alright, so let's look at these minis. There's so many. Alright, these wings belong to that mini underneath. We'll get back to that. Here's a sweet griffin. Or a hippogriff, I mean. Is that a hippogriff? Looks different. I thought they did one before and that people didn't like it. Maybe they changed the sculpt. That's interesting. Look at this guy. He's like a goblin and he's riding on an elk. That is such a cool mini. I love that one. That's my favorite so far. And then this looks like a ring wraith. Whether it's no ring wraith or something similar. It's not a ring wraith because that's a different IP, but you know what I mean. A harpy. The king of the frogs. Look at this goblin. Oh, he's got a little pet owl. Probably doesn't even know he's sitting on a guy. And I love these minis. They're so good. This is like a mermaid. Can't really see. His face looks normal. Everybody knows by now that mermaids are not safe to be around. They are dangerous. They will definitely drown you and steal your trinkets. Another dwarf, cool dwarf. This looks, no, that's not a dwarf. That's another goblin guy. So these are all like individual monsters. That's cool. All right, here's our heroes. Here's Stabby the dwarf. He's so dodgy. Here's our dwarf archer. Super cool. Here's our dwarf, just normal guy with a knife. And here's a nice wizard. The details on these are just magnificent. Mwah, chef's kiss. Love it. Here's that bard. He's got his lute and his cup of ale. Why would you not want that guy along on your adventure? And then here's the other one. Look, 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 look. She's got a little pet pig. How cool is that? You can see it. Can you see the piggy? Hello, piggy. She's great. What a lovely lady. So much fun. Such a fun set, this one. Really like it. An elf with a big sword. That might be the one we were looking at before. Who's this guy? Girl. Lady. Oh, that's that male one. She's extra tall. She's dangerous. This guy looks a little bit like some sort of wounded, crippled wizard. I like him. I like those types of characters. Here's another. Is that the same one? Oh yeah, I already looked at her. Here she is. She's floating. With her using the potency of her spiritual power. Here's a guy who. Oh, look at him. These minis just have so much character in them. I really do like it. What do we got here? It's definitely doing some deep stretches to shoot these arrows. Look at that. Dynamic pose. And finally, I call this one Man with Axe. It's like a bit of a headsman there. Alright, but there's more. That's not even the end of it. Because look, we'll lift this one up and off. And then there's this. And first off, I'm just going to set this down for a second. I just had to put this guy's wings on. Look how rad that is. That is such a wicked dragon. Or worm, or wyvern, depending on what you want to call it. Depending on the rules. And then there's, good old troll and or ogre. I don't know which I think he's a troll. And here's another one of these weird, really cool wyvern / dragon things. It's got some antlers going. Just in case you felt you were going to sneak up on him and he gets stabbed. Alright, here's your average, everyday minotaur looking dude. Look at him. Such detail. So nice. That's not even my favorite one. Alright. Here's a much more lizardy looking vyvern. Look at that face. Really get a sense that this guy roots around in the mud, eh? Like that's not a high dragon, is he? And then speaking of rooting around in the mud, look at this thing. It's got a name. I can't remember what it is. It's been a while since I backed this. And oh, come on. That one took a trip. There he is. Did I break anything? No. Pretty well built. That's like the king of all skeletons. So much bigger than other skeletons. Sweet. And another troll, I think. Such Extra range of sizes. Look at a big dude. Alright, where are we at here? Oh my god, look at this guy. He's got some tusks. It's a dude with some tusks. Look like a big gorilla. And another one. We got a lot of trolls or / ogres in this set. Is that another skeleton horse? No, he's more like a plaguey horse. That's like a... Oh, look at the way he's riding it with his little leg up. He's naked. Can't quite see any. And what else have we got? This guy. I mean, each and every one of these is really cool. And the way you play the game, of course, is like you go adventuring and you randomly or intentionally run into these cool monsters and you've got to deal with them. And that's really sweet. Look at this thing. It's like it's got little skulls. It's just made up of like muck and things that you would find in the muck, including lots of human skeletons. All right, so there it is. That's the 3 boxes of Trudvang stuff that I got. These banners, which don't know how I feel about those. Those look okay. And these tokens, which I love because they're so nice and nicely done. And there it is, Trudvang Legends, all the expansions that I got. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button to see more videos, the little bell button to know when I put a video out. And yeah, anything else, we may or may not be doing a podcast episode about this game when we get around to it on hotgamemagnet.com. So please feel free to check out our podcast where we do lots of game reviews. Until next time, enjoy your games.